It's a live stream thing. You're supposed to give like 5 minutes for everybody to get the notification and stuff. And plus, Sylvia wants out now. But apparently, there's a discussion in the hive mind about whether or not the lobster symbol was a psyop. Oh, no, wait. Do you have it? Is it loaded in this? Yes, but turn off looping, and then this. Do it this way. All right. In the event anyone happens to know the origin of that tune, you'll get. We will craft a virtual helmet of savings throws for you knowing that, named after how you knew that. A virtual item that will exist in our imaginarium for you for knowing the origin of that tune I just played. If you don't, then you won't understand why I'm giving you your savings throws now, but I probably should have gave it to you before I played that tune. Here on the Grim Grid streams, we do savings throws versus mind control to remind everyone that you're swimming in it. Words are magic and advertisements are mind control. So is what I tell you. In fact, it's... Anyway, you get savings throws against it by choosing survival, social, wisdom, or heart as the basis for your resistance to the mind control. And I roll it. If it's over 10, you take half damage. Under 10, you take full damage. But remember, everybody, we want what's best for you. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Survivalist with disciples today. That's a 12. Socialists, on the other hand, that's a 4. Have you been contributing on the Discord, getting those bonuses? Maybe that could help. Lovers of wisdom, prime 19. Hard folks, you only need the +2 for chatting in the hive mind, or a +5 for a replay comment to make this 8. More than 10. Indigo kids, you got a 15 today. You're gonna be fine. You'll be fine. Meanwhile, I just made a personal foul as an emperor and dictator and told Rascal, can I get this with a little less bells, please? Like, just the bells are a little sharp in my ear. What do you think? But thanks, Rascal. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Thank you.
Like love. Love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses everything. Does it not?
It's all there is.
It's all there is.
You choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart.
I'm not. We're going to end up, if we continue down this vein of tit for tat, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Okay. talking about proportionality. And I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound really harsh because I don't know how to say it any other way. Life sucks, and then you die, okay? You're always going to get spit on. I'm going to get spit on because I'm a Christian. Kezi's going to get spit on because he's a Jew, okay? And we're all going to suffer some kind of oppression in our life. And if that's the thing that if we're going to start keeping score on our oppression, which is what most of the world is doing today, actually, then we're going to make ourselves miserable and we're going to fail to live. And we won't be able to love either. We'll forget how to love.
All right, I guess Tom, who I don't recognize from any previous stream, thinks it's completely appropriate to show up and demand me resolve his Papa Peterson issues for him. And by the power of, I haven't really named the mask yet, that I got from Chad, I guess we'll do that. He says, JBP mentioned lobsters maybe twice, and then some literary agency had the idea to photo shoot him with a bunch of yada yadas. And no, like he leaned on the, hierarchy thing, the serotonin evolutionary thing, to pull in the atheist with the evolutionary nonsense and to explain the serotonin system. So you did propose a good challenge, though, of change my own mind about the symbolism. But more importantly, I'm afraid Chad has correctly identified from long term ago that there was a McAfee playing the keyboard. That's a McAfee spell I just cast upon you before even giving you your savings throws. And Chad, so we're going to have to make a magic item for you, Chad. You get bonuses from now on. Yes. Tom is new. Welcome. We hope you're feeling virtually not alone. That's what we try to do here. Less whatever. Everyday camping. I don't know what? What? Somebody parse that and get back to me for it. Somebody read that for me and get back. Here's some info you should know about astroturfing.
If you pay somebody to go through internet making nice comments about your company and your product, that is astroturfing. Yeah, it's comments about a product, a service, a policy, which appear to come from ordinary members of the public, but in fact they don't. Yeah, they come from actors or people who are working for the company. Yeah, it's like orchestrated marketing or public relations, making people think that, well, everybody supports this. Yeah, and that's the idea. Idea is to present things as unsolicited comments, to make something look like community mobilization.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And AstroTurf this. You see, that really ties in well to the thumbnail of today's stream, which is Eugene is over the top of what the AI drew me for Show Me the Money, Jerry Maguire. Because, you see, I don't know how many years into this I am, but I know that today is the day I get some yahoo to tell them to help me complete the I-9 form to become a regular Joe Schmuck employee of the UPS as a seasonal driver, which, unfortunately, on deep archetypical levels, resonate as a failure on the most epic of scales. So, hey, the blue church card of the show is the Ace of Clubs. As such, I'm having one of these existential crises in like 8 of the Legion on the inside, and thus this Jerry Maguire thing. You see, I've gotten to the point that I've been silenced and then voiced by, but I made it as far as I made it, and still I've yet to be approached by CAA or any other talent agency with the gig, and so we're gonna have to be one. We're gonna have to build our own from scratch on the Discord out of TLC flotillas, and then lobster monkeys with that we can recruit from other platforms, come together and make a competitive agency against CAA, which is unfortunately the plot line of the movie Jerry Maguire. I mean, everybody remembers "You Complete Me," but the plot line was there's a really shitty evil ad agency, and he feels morally impelled to do it different, and that just gets washed over by the every. So, and since they haven't, now I have to take a drive. Oh, dude, for the man, like I had to agree to let them monitor all my communications. What? Uh, hi, okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. Special. No, wait, man, you gotta trim this down, dude. Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all.
Bing, bing, boom, boom, boom. Tell me that you've lived here your whole life. No, not yet. Are you married? No, no bad habit. No bad habit, eh? Well, what do you chew that tobacco for? For nothing. Nobody's fool enough to pay me for it. Well, tell me, how far is it to the next crossroads? Follow your nose and you'll come to it. Follow your nose, follow your nose and you.
Okay. There's if you're new, if you're completely new and you're coming in from the Blue Church, there's this fundamental thing that I've covered so deeply so long ago that I just need to bring it back up, right? They teach you about evolution and they teach you about slavery, and they don't expect you to put two and two together. You're a free range wage slave where you get to pick your employee rather than being owned by the company store, the way they used to do it with the coal miners they sang about. The casino card for the show is the Jack of Hearts. The Jack of Hearts. No, yes. Also, I might be running for governor of Oklahoma. I think if I can't leave and I gotta be in it, I might as well run for governor. Let's see if that gets me assassinated. I'm very excited about that. I have this masterful plan to work with all we have a lot of Indian reservations in Oklahoma, and in reciprocity and reparations for what we've done to their people, we let them feed off the elderly in their casinos. And I think what we really can do, we really have an opportunity here to work with the tribes about how they care for their elders and establish nursing homes on the reservations and milk it so that like people coming to visit their grandparents can play at the casinos. And, but that's if I end up running for governor for Oklahoma. For right now, I just wanted to make that Halo welcome, slavery and evolution. Do the math. Do the math. And now we have the Greenbacks Brotherhood is the title of the stream. The show me the fidelity because I still have to do the lobster monkey on Brotherhood, or the elephant game on Brotherhood is on the thumbnail. And I also have this card with words on it of things we're going to go over in the show because that's part of the process. You might need the beverage.
The list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast magic missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am though, if you'd listen. I'm casting magic missile.
Why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
That isn't a very inspiring vision. What? Phoebus, are you saying my turning the Indian reservation casinos into retirement home villages for our elderly isn't a very inspiring vision? Is that what you're accusing of not being an inspiring vision? Well, to your darkness, sir.
I'm attacking the darkness.
All right, then, as revealed in last night's stream, it's been confirmed to me through what might have been divine messaging that blasphemy against the spirit, whether or not it's holy, is smoking. So, but I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh shoot, where was I going with this? Attention.
Now, I'm getting an aside from the hive mind. There's the wagon of band people. This Greenbacks Brotherhood is nothing right now, but it makes me think about money, and I have a lot of issues with the concept of money in and of itself, and particularly Bitcoin, actually. But it's the way that money works as a replacement for trust, right? Like, I don't really care where you got that money. It's money. It does what it does. Where you got it does not. I don't. That's none of my concern, sir. I just sell this product. You say. So it's that little bit of the way that money works that I think can be addressed with local cryptos, actually. But there's this whole wave of the canceled, right? They set it out in that great Black Mirror episode where the lady fails her social credit score and ends up riding with the trucker lady, implying that the trucker people are people, and then there's the whole notion of human trafficking and voluntary human trafficking, and what if the people like us all voluntarily human. Oh! I guess I can't say any of that. All right. Well, let's do the brotherhood thing, shall? Shh. Let's do the brotherhood thing, shall we? Show me the fidelity. I actually need to look up something that I haven't before we begin that presentation. So share this tab instead. Hi, I'm Grimgris, and today I'm doing now the Muggle lie. There's no such thing as Muggles. Everybody has the wizard inside because words are magic, and we all. Oh no. Okay, you're not a Muggle because words are magic. By lying to you and convincing you're a Muggle, you're being put under a spell, which makes you think you're a Muggle and limits your potential and your actuation. Activation? There's the big Muggle lie, and what it does is it creates a bubble of shared experience, because the more people believe in a thing, the more persistent it is without active belief. Like, I can believe in a thing for only so long, and then I have to go to sleep. But if another person believes in it, then it can the integrity of reality can be maintained through multiple dreams, because we've come together under the spell of different mind control. So we exist in a pocket of intelligibility held together by the magic spell of words and sharing words, and how that collates and coalesces existence. Outside of that sphere of intelligibility is the absolute chaos of creation, held together in life by the Ouroboros that eats itself. You're going to need to make your savings throws, one way or another. Remember, Embody, there is no agency.
But I'm hoping for kind of like a spiritual exemplification, the biblical model of the light on the hill, right, that can serve as a way of tutoring.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
Okay, that was from Dumir, a resident of the flotilla of channels that is this little corner. And as captain, I can tell you this flotilla always has room for more boats, so if you have one, learn a shanty and come along. We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see. Doing what is right for me is lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency. Oh dear, McMo said it and put it in my mind and reminded me that there is the LARPgate agent store available at the bottom of links. Bottom of link. Oh, in the description where no one reads descriptions. Is that true? Yes, look, no one looks in YouTube descriptions. Oh, if you are a channel member, you have these special emoji powers. You can type those things in with letters and phrases and make special emojis other people can't. It's very, very special. And this is the fall inversion, year 4, which is probably why I'm having to go into undercover into the logistics and serving brown. Look at McMoe, he's showing off all of them. Look at that. Look at that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It makes the algorithm. We pay homage to the algorithm that feeds us all. Feeds us all. What? Yes, it's where we do our work. But
Slime! What? It's a river of slime!
oh, geez, you still got this card to get to. You haven't really done fidelity yet. See, when I was supposed to do fidelity, I ended up looking up more about being word bound. You see, it's not Wednesday, is it? Word bound Wednesday. This thing where words are magic. I didn't want to, but I felt I should talk about some of the word bindings that I've bound myself with before, and that maybe that way you can understand that you're not like First of all, I've been listening to a lot of Manchester Orchestra on the road, and one of their songs is Simple Math, and then in the lyrics of another one, um, they equate some simple math, and well, I don't know if they equate it directly, but they say a phrase that I co-and into saying it, and that is the simple math that if at the beginning the word was with God, then then God must be unspeakable love, because the only thing the word can't, and that's whatever.
No fur here. Sharks don't have fur.
Ducks eat bread.
They do. They like it.
All right, then. So here it is. Here it is, the thing I just promoted, even though I think it's bombing. First, one of the word bindings I know I've cast on myself was that in creative writing class, right over there, not far from there, because I'm clever, they had us do this. Walt, I think it's Whitman. Is it Whitman? The two roads diverged in the Yellow Wood poem, right? As we read it as a class, and then we had to write something as a class because it was a creative writing class, and I'm a smart ass, and so there's this. I'm supposed to write this thing about a thing with two paths, and so I write the story of myself where I go, instead of going down either path, I sit down by the tree. And then, at some point in the thing, the tree says, "Hey, you better get a move on." And then I decide, and rather than taking any path, I run up the fucking hill. And that was the poem that I wrote when I was 18. And now my life has turned mostly as sitting under the tree. Also, at one point in my life, I was up in the Portland, and on the G+, some guy he said, I got these Reiki healing sessions for my back pain, and they're phenomenal. And so I went and I saw this Reiki lady, and this Reiki lady also did Akashic record readings. And I said, well, that's fascinating. Let's see what that is. And the thing is that, when you go to, say you visit Portland and you go down to the thing at the Saturday market, and there's the lady there reading the fortunes. that becomes part of your personal narrative history. That's the time I went, and that's what the lady said when I did that. And that's how the words can bind you. Whether or not you put any weight into it, it becomes an artifact of your history, and how much you play with, or like maybe you can zap it with something and it dissolves. But if it doesn't, anyway, here's a piece of that from mine. Not the end part where she says ultimately you'll regret it, but the part in the top of it where it says, I asked this about I asked the Akashic Record. She's basically the librarian of the Akashic Record in this situation. That's what she's LARPing as or doing, depending on your reality. I said, did I come with a specific goal? And if so, what was it? And since I was a transcriptionist, she gave me the audio. I typed it out. Here it is. I'm going to read it now for you. This is what the lady said. As read by me now, probably 12 years later. Yes, there is always intention. There's always goal setting for embodiment in human form. Yes, there's no need to enter into physical human form without some kind of intention, some kind of goal. It's a constant, a standard, if you will. So, too, your intention. You have chosen for yourself this configuration. This is a solver, a problem solver, and you are truly in the cycle currently of information gathering. And yet it's more than that. It's more than that with the entirety of your experience. Yay! You are an intensive it's kind of mystified. This is the direct transcription. Stop it, play some branding. Okay. I like this one. Where is it? Where is it? Small Tennessee town. From the beginning, Dad was fascinated with this enchanting newcomer and soon invited him to live with our family. The stranger was quickly accepted and was around to welcome me into the world a few months later. As I grew up, I never questioned his place in our family. Mom taught me to love the Word of God. Dad taught me to obey it. But the stranger was our storyteller. He could weave the most fascinating tales, adventures, mysteries, and comedies with daily conversations. He could hold our whole family spellbound for hours each evening. He was like a friend to the whole family. He took Dad, Bill, and me to our first Major League Baseball game. He was always encouraging us to see the movies, and he even made arrangements to introduce us to several movie stars. The stranger was an incessant talker. Dad didn't seem to mind, but sometimes Mom would quietly get up while the rest of us were enthralled with one of his stories of faraway places and go to her room, read her Bible, and pray. I wonder now if she ever prayed that the stranger would leave. You see, my dad ruled our household with certain moral convictions, but the stranger never felt an obligation to honor them. Profanity, for example, was not allowed in our house, not from us, from our friends or adults. Our longtime visitor, however, used occasional four-letter words that burned my ears and made Dad squirm. To my knowledge, the stranger was never confronted. My dad was a teetotaler who didn't permit alcohol in his home, not even for cooking. But the stranger felt he needed exposure and enlightened us to other ways of life. He offered us beer and other alcoholic beverages often. He made cigarettes look tasty, cigars manly, and pipes distinguished. He talked freely, too much, too freely, about sex. His comments were sometimes blatant, sometimes suggestive, and generally embarrassing. I know now that my early concepts of the man-woman relationship were influenced by the stranger. As I look back, I believe it was the grace of God that the stranger did not influence us more. Time after time, he opposed the values of my parents, yet he was seldom rebuked and never forced to leave. More than 30 years have passed since the stranger moved in with the young family on Morningside Drive. But if I were to walk into my parents' den today, I would still see him over in a corner, waiting for someone to listen to him, talk, and watch him draw his pictures. His name? We always called him Set. Television set. +7, Clint. You get +7 the next stream set. Welcome back, everybody. I've decided to use the power of the paywall to do the rest of that AR reading I just began to overshare with you guys, and make it. I think I'm gonna have an AI lady read it, and put it as a video for tier 2 and higher members to see how this thing sort of works. In case you were in case I didn't cover it well enough, or you missed the coverage of it, in my on my Denim Dinner excursion, the supervillain CW Weeks provided me with this novel by Herman Hesse, apparently. And since I'm not good at making myself read things, I've decided to start a reading thing on the Discord. We're just gonna do it in the Deadwood section. I'm going to do, I don't know, I guess it's got chapters. I'll read the first one and start the. I don't know how to do a book club, but if you want to do it, we're gonna we'll do that. Whatever 2 days from now is, that I'll start there. We'll give us that. Okay, the web of man perfect in his generations is what's on this card today, and we're doing the Brotherhood Fidelity speak, and it's not going to be it's not encapsulated yet, but I'll get this chunk of thoughts about it out, and then we'll get another chunk, and then maybe we'll string them together. This blind elephant groping of fidelity is really hard for people that didn't grow up with any example. This I have this web of man notion, though, and it's like, you can say what is a man, and you can take one, but that's not the real picture, because the real picture is the tree of that whole family and community and region and gene line, if you had to break it down to maybe gene line. And that's like if you wanted to say, all right, go down to the planet and bring me the specimen of a family, and you didn't have a group that was subjected to the programming Modern Family, but what would your sample be? Would it include the grandmother and the cousin and the uncle and the aunt? At what level of that? And how, like, are you from a maimed family? And I don't know. It's there. Those are some more of my thoughts on brotherhood and fidelity. I guess it's really hard to articulate. But this brotherhood topic is terribly important. So if you do have a channel, or just want to make a single video, you don't do a channel, and want to play the blind elephant game groping of the concept of brotherhood, please do. We'll gather them all up and present the unified view, or at least a YouTube playlist at some point. it's fun. It's fun to try. It's fun to grope things with other people on the internet. We're there's the ocean that we're swimming in, this water world, if you will, of internet interconnectivity is we're learning how we can play together around here. Lobster monkey means lobster means there's a hierarchy, and monkey means it's a skill. So there's a hierarchy of skill. There's lobster monkeys that could like go through the audio of the road trip videos and pull off the unnecessary wind noise, because that's a hierarchy of skill, like video. And these skills aren't necessarily they're skills we can learn out here in the Hikikomori Sea that aren't necessarily properly recognized as skills. So we also need to develop a way to interchange our skills that people feel at. Oh.
Bing, bing, boom, boom, boom.
All right, so there's gonna be more on the Brotherhood. Please grope along. Maybe it'll help me get a suitable candidates video finale for one. Around here, we represent the fraternal regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. We don't have a lot of empathy for you people, but we are still people, and legally, there's no reason we shouldn't align ourselves on those bases. If there can be a community based on skin color, there certainly should be community allowed to form based on neurodivergence. And according to a song I heard once, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. If the fraternal regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy obtains brotherhood, then we will be the good guys. So that's really all I have. Well, I had plenty, and I couldn't get it to you. It wouldn't come through this meat sack. But I think I did want to say that what needs to happen around here, because of my idealized resonance with Tywin Lannister, I need to not stream for a period of time and put my house in order. So this will be the last one for a while. I will be working in the background to do the editing portion of the members only at present Wisconsin Death Trip videos into a presentable form for everyone. That'll come out soon. Meanwhile, Pastor Paul is back. He talked to Rafe today. I haven't finished watching that, but here's a sample from the 33rd minute. And then
to the first 3 talks. What is the story of Ark? What is the story of Ark? Do you believe in the story of Ark? What would you need to believe in the story of Ark? What is the better story to you? How do we relate that to Christianity? How do we relate that to energy policy? What is the social fabric we're trying to put back together? To me, that would stick actually much better in the heads of the people, and it would refine what the message is, and it would also give a much better potential for feedback. So if you're running Ark and you want to tell a better story, sure, but you want to also know that better story is going to have an impact. So you don't just want it to be a story, you want it to be a story that goes out and motivates actions.
Like a story of fall inversion there, Rafe? Oh, wait. So, that's today. I'm also going to do the rest of the AR reading now that I've created a clip that could be added to the accountability stalker board. We have on the Discord, we do this thing called the scavenger bounty board, where where we award each other 7 indigo save bonuses based on like clip finding. So it's like some people are good at finding things, some people aren't. But now we've had a Discord suggestion that we do so similar to the scavenger bounty board, but specifically with accountability.
Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all.
Now encompasses everything. Does it not?
It's all there is.
It's all there is.
You choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart.
I'm not. We're going to end up, if we continue down this vein of tit for tat, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Okay. Talking about proportionality, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound really harsh because I don't know how to say it any other way. Life sucks, and then you die. Okay, you're always going to get spit on. I'm going to get spit on because I'm a Christian. Kesey's going to get spit on because he's a Jew. Okay, and we're all going to suffer some kind of oppression in our life, and if that's the thing that if we're going to start keeping score on our oppression, which is what most of the world is doing today, actually, then we're going to make ourselves miserable and we're going to fail to live. And we won't be able to love either. We'll forget how to love.